Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrath of the Righteous. We are about to head off into the city after talking to Ibabeth. Any success? How's the city? What is our main objective? You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the wallstone and blow up the whole barrier around the world wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the world wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a wallstone would be destroyed, including the capital. Can't allow that, no matter what. We will retake, even destroy it if we must. Ayabene's gift must not become a weapon of the abyss. These wallstones, what are they? Oh, I've read all this. Right. Let's leave. I think I've got people... You've got the magical sword. Apparently, I could have got a fist of that guy there. When that person was talking yesterday about the history of warfare, if I had failed the diplomacy check and invited that halfling monk to speak and then won the conversation, would have got the flaming sword, and the monk would have given us a mighty fist kind of gauntlet thing. Didn't go that way, did it? Because we succeeded. Right. Let's head out. Okay, global map. It's slow. Ugh. Can I speed that up? Save settings. 3 is good, so we'll need. Is that on? Yes. I could do that if it gets really nasty, because with the DLC I was getting some strange AI attacking ideas. Like I set myself to do like a kinetic blast ranged attack, it just run into melee all the time. Yes, turn that on. That's the bubble cursor. I don't have any of these set up yet. So it's a mod I've added in. What's immersive mode? Disables all interface hints in combat, lines of attack, command enemy actions, cooldown timers that shows actions and enemies' health bars. Okay. Controls. How about the party dialogue action bar? That's slow, so I can speed this up. I can use keyboard for slow and then mouse for fast. Okay, so Tiefling's hideout. Let's go to Falling Horse. Cheese, butter, rainbow quartz, and reservoir, whatever that is. We get across there, fair enough.
I'm gone.
Yeah, that's fine. The basement is dark and dank, immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separate from the rest. The tall woman, who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of the knife, greets you with narrowed eyes. Well, the Woljif, you got my message then. Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner, dear sister Charismai. It was just one thing after another. First I was in shackles, next, well, no, I was still in shackles. I was being watched. Then the chief got me out. I came here straight away. I knew you'd be waiting on me. Enough talking, I'll be here all night. So, we had a clear plan. We were going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods and leave. Even if the neighbours called the guard, there was time to get away. But what happened? That bitch Irabeth showed up almost right away. She knew we'd be there, someone betrayed us, and I have a good idea who it was. What do you say to that? Make it quick. Woljif, tell us your side of the story. What happened? Charismai turns to you. She speaks. I thought Woljif only brought you so you'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Charismai got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 over there, I mean. Woljif jerks his head towards the 5 tieflings kneeling by the wall. She rounds us up and says we've got a score. Ancient trees and wonders. The one place nobody's ever been able to hit. The place that's guarded by a golem. But now, a powerful scroll that would knock out the golems just happened to come into our possession, along with a tip-off that the shop owner would be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us know a bit of magic. We know that any enchanted junk will sell for a pretty penny, so we're in. The most important thing was that none of us was to be hanging about the shop ahead of the job. No casing out the place, no calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or its master. This job was top secret. It's all true so far. Go on. We did everything right with the locks and the golem. I picked the lock, and but clear as day. Sister Dalna was on lookout. Brother Melroon had the scroll. Thoffy, Tavi and Varney brought up the sacks. We covered the windows and lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossed them in a sack. One right expensive one rolled away from me. I crawled under a table after it. Next thing I know, Irabeth was there. Everyone scampered. But I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out, but then those blockheads were dragging me out by my tail and put me in shackles. They took all my rings off me, about 20,000 worth. And to add insult to injury, I never even found that last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they caught you, you poor thing, stripped you of your loot, and didn't even manage to stash anything. Charismai is pointedly polishing her knife. Where's the moon of the abyss, Brother Woljif? What's the moon of the abyss? It was an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of ancient trees and wonders. Sterling silver, sparkled like a star. Fine piece of work. On one side there's a half moon, a crescent, a waning moon, and in the middle there's a dark crystal, like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man Philemon was so proud of the amulet. He used to say, I'll never sell it, it's the jewel of my collection. Woljif sighs unhappily. He used to go there to see what kinds of treasures there were in the world. There was nothing else to look at in Canaveras. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, you'd have the guards on you in a second to try to fence it. Nobody knew you were always hanging around ancient trees and wonders, drooling over the moon and the abyss. Do you think you could swipe it in all the commotion and keep it for yourself? Did you hope that we'd all be locked up and you'd get off scot-free with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Woljif, I'll see right through you. Why would Irabeth arrest her own informant? Took the words right out of my mouth. It doesn't make any sense. If I was a rat, I would have kissed her on the hand and be long gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm a cautious fellow, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish in the sun can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? The moon and the abyss is a pretty bauble, to be sure, but it's just an amulet. Think worth dying over. You knew Irabeth's people would protect you. You knew you could pin the moon going missing on them. And now you've come here with backup. You knew exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is, nobody's returned the amulet to Philemon. Are you giving Irabeth a cut? Is that it? Have you seen her? Do you think she'd take a cut of anything I offered her? She can't be bought. She's like 3 hells of Iomadale rolled into one. He speaks the truth. You find some knights who take bribes. I'm sorry to say, but Elizabeth Silverblade isn't one of them. Come on, Woljif. That's the whole sorry story. Woljif crosses his arms, looking affronted. Some family this turned out to be. It's just a name in the end. And a real family, people take care of people take each other at word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the moon in the abyss. What am I going to do with it? You can't sell it to no crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It will get nicked. It's pretty to look at, sure, but ain't that pretty. If it's that important to your sister, I'll find it. I'll drag the traitor here by his horns. Just so's you don't end up at the bottom of the selling. But you'd recognise what you... But you'd know what you're going to owe me for that? An apology. Right here in front of everyone. You're going to apologise loud and clear so everybody hears it. You'll say, sorry, Woljif, you're a good guy and I was wrong about you. Fine. You're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. But if you run, Brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, bearing poison in every cup and every meal. You look into the eyes of every tiefling you'll meet, wonder if their families come for you. You'll have no peace. But one day, you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath. And that's when we'll get you. Got that? You have a way with words, Sister Charismai. Charismai. A way that almost made me wet myself, but a way nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go chat with that scary gal Elizabeth. She knows you a little. You can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. We'll find the real traitor, and I'll get my apology. Onward to Elizabeth, Chief. Let's go clear my good name. Root out the traitor, but be quick about it. Time's running out. I don't want to get chewed up by demons. Okay. Alcohol! Oh, alcohol. I love you in my dreams. Oh, GBH song that is, Jesus Christ. Can I open this gate? Probably not. Probably not.
We do it my way.
Probably not without getting attacked anyway. So that was 1 hour, 3 hours. This would be 4 hours back to here. What do we get attacked by? Cultists? Demons?
This will be quick.
Marauder fighter. Is it just the one? Yeah, but he's behind us.
Don't hold back.
Cover me, all right?
Swap to that.
I'm done with you.
Nice crit sealer.
A bright future awaits us.
You've got crane style now, so it's not highlighted, but take it anyway. Have a quick shifty around, see if anything's hidden. So I think 1 or 2 of the maps do have hidden things in the city. Maybe not this one though. Yep. Let's talk to Vane. Staunton's brother, what's his name?
Follow if you dare.
Johan Vane. Sell those. Do you know everyone in Canabas by sight? Well, not everyone. I make it my business to know people who might need my services. A blacksmith's work isn't just the anvil, you know. Are you Staunton's brother? Yep. Where he goes, I go. That's how we've always done it, even before the world wound. I forge the armour, he goes into battle and breaks it. He brings it back to me, I repair it, make it better than before. Everything's changed since then, of course, but that part stayed the same. How was Staunton to blame for the fall of Dresden? I've told this story so many times already. Telling it one more time won't kill me. The blacksmith sighs. Dresden was built after the First Crusade, back when it seemed like victory was ours for the taking, and that the demon invasion was soon without an end. The population of old Sarkaris was thoroughly diminished, and many of them hoped to see their hard fight repaid with a small plot of unclaimed land. Dresden was built as a fortress. Dresden was a fortress built on all our hopes, and on Mendev's ambitions, though you're not supposed to say that out loud. What a city it was, you can't even imagine. It was built by the finest engineers from the Five Kings Mountains. Queen Galfrey spared no expense. Dresden was meant to be a capital of the Crusade movement, a monument to its glory, a beacon of hope for all Galarian. Heroes were drawn there to seek fame and glory, and they came from all over. Taldor, Garant, Tianzia. I couldn't list them all. A relic known as the Sword of Valor was kept there. A banner that had been carried into battle by Yomade herself, back when she was still human. That banner protected the city and kept the demons from teleporting inside its walls. As long as the banner was in place, Dresden was invincible. Or so we thought. But then the world wound suddenly expanded. The demons launched a new onslaught, and folk started saying it was time to clear the Second Crusade. Dresden was unassailable. One young officer was tempted by a beautiful woman. She convinced him that the banner shouldn't be hanging in the city, that its rightful place was on the battlefield. She whispered honeyed words about glory and valor, and convinced him that he'd be a great hero as great as Ayomade herself. And the poor fool believed her. He rounded up some of his hot-headed friends and carried the banner outside the city gates on an unauthorized foray. The demons slaughtered them within seconds. But for some reason, the courageous ringleader was spared. A whole army teleported into Dresden. There was a bloodbath. As you can guess, that officer was called Staunton Vane, and the woman turned out to be a demon. Not just any demon. It was Monago, that foul wretch. She's given us a lot of grief here in Canabas too. Just don't ask me what I was doing while my brother was off giving twists over that beast, and why I didn't save him from his own stupidity. The blacksmith gestured as if to ward off the inevitable reprobation. Who could have guessed it would end like this? I've failed my brother, that's the truth. I blame myself every day, looking at his plight, so that's the story. Why do you have your forge here in the tavern yard? Wherever I am, that's where my forge is. A true master of any craft will always find the tools they need. And this is my old forge, of course. It's now just a pile of charred stone and metal. But I've still got my hands, that means it can still work. Yay.
I'm off.
There's a traitor I'm trying to track down. Who's your informant among the thieflings? Everybeth arches her brows in surprise. Canabas is threatened by a demon horde, and you have enough spare time to help out thieves, she sighs. I don't like this. I hope I know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. I did not see my informant's face. It slipped out of a dark alley, handed me a note, and disappeared. She hesitates as she tries to remember. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the long horns, didn't fit under it. There should be a guardian golem in Ace Trees and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct code word, just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what it saw. The code word is Tandavirori. The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you get lucky with the golem. Okay.
I do what I must.
Head back outside again. Playing ping pong. It's over here. It's not too bad because the alternative is down to the market square.
Hello? Is anyone there?
There's something here.
Please? Get me out of here!
Some scores have been torn apart and some have been trodden by muddy boots.
Hear your footsteps! Pull me out! Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
The polished oak shelves once showcased magic rings and amulets, and that's all that's left of grubby handprints of the robbers.
Please get me out of here!
Free at last. I thought I'd be flattened like a pancake under that rubble. Much obliged. Damn, I'm not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finian. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will.
You're a Pathfinder.
That's right, Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world wound wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting mostly, but this last while I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn.
What I meant was, what are you?
What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from, is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Helots of the Star-Eye clan fled when the world wound troubles began. But I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Or did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I am best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me Phantom Blades.
A phantom blade? What's that?
It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles that leave few survivors.
The city is under attack by the demons.
Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. And then the guards came, everyone was running around. After that, it's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. If there are demons in Canabras, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides, the more the merrier.
How did you end up in this shop?
I've been waiting here so long, I don't even remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here.
Alright, I'll take you with me.
I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party is missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word.
It's well written, this, because it's ambiguous whether Finian realizes he's a sword or thinks he's still humanoid. It's well written. We now have a unique companion, Finian the Talking Weapon. You can access him through a special button in your inventory. Click on it to start a dialogue with him or to change his form. You can take the shape of any weapon. You can give him to one of your characters in your party. There are no limitations to changing Finian's form. He'll become more powerful as his personal story progresses. So... Finian... Attacker. 2 is +1. Hold Eye and Ghost Touch enhancement. That does 6 to 9 when equipped. So 7 to 10 when equipped. I'll have to drag him out. Yep. Your arm class is 17, it's pretty poor. But to overcome your dexterity, you're going to need armor that is 5 or better. 7 or better because of the braces. And half plate's 8. So probably not going to be any better until much later on. I could take those off. Who would I give them to though? Only 1 round of days, that's pretty pointless. So we've got Finian. Same as again. Unique weapons and antique armor were previously displayed on your stands, so unlikely the new owners even know of the true value. The formerly well-appointed shop now looks a sorry state. It has been completely ransacked. Lying in the corner next to a scorched wall are soot-covered shards of a clay golem's head. Oh yeah, there it is. The golem's eyes glow in the gloom. Master, code word. Hand of Rory. Code word correct. The golem's eyes glow brighter, awaiting orders. Tell me about my suspicious people, any suspicious people who came to the shop in the last week. 56 individuals entered the shop, human, female, old, gnome, male, old, human, female. Hey, we really don't have customers till nightfall, need to ask it a different way. But any of these suspicious people, tieflings? Tieflings 3. Tiefling male, middle-aged. Tiefling male, young. Tiefling female, young. Describe the young male. Medium height, short horns curling backward. Medium length tail, eye yellow. Hair colour black. Special observations, annoyed master. Not that one, because the one had long horns. Horns, hair, tail? That sounds like me. But it's not possible. I know what the security's like here. I don't come near the place. Give my word, chief. No special observations. Subject was unremarkable. There, see? Can't have been me. Female tiefling. Above average height, hair long pale, tail not observed, long horns, eye colour blue. Special observation, scar on nose, baldric on gold stitching. Don't know that one. A new rival most likely, gold stitching. Yeah. Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Middle-aged male tiefling. Long horns, medium length tail, eye colour pale blue, skin colour dark. Special observations, red hair. Oh, that's our traitor. I bet you're life in it. Give us my dribble into our heads that we wasn't to go hanging about the shop. But here, you've got a couple of gingers, plenty more. You get it out of a bottle. So much for a special observation. Comes ain't all they're cracked up to be, eh? Maybe his master knows more. Where's your master? Philemon Fuliatros, my master, is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited. It's likely to hold himself in the basement when the commotion starts. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where'd you come from? Who created you? The golem was created by Catherine and Son and Son. Address, a third building on the right, Jules Alley, Nerosium. Mendev. Model G54, G504 E&E. That stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Catherine. Where's the basement? The basement is below me. I got the basement. Leave my post is prohibited. Okay.
I'm gone.
A seashell, a pipe fox, arcana, and perception. Right. Oh yeah, spicy pastry. So, arcana and perception and wisdom and knowledge and lore. Well, the arcanas are you, so put these on to you. Any of these worth learning? That is. Do you already know shield? No, you know mage armor. Learn shield then. Okay. And both knowledge, both laws. This is knowledge. That's my roll, and this is insight. So the do stack. Apparently. Let me get them out.
My tail is restless.
There we go. Running around. Eight arcana. 5 world. One of these, 9 perception. So, can you identify stuff now? No. This is where it lay. The moon of the abyss. Figurines, midnight marble, and blood vial. Oh, went back.
I pleased you.
Nice one. Or alchemy evolved. Used in cooking, but also in fighting.
I am helpful, am I not?
For now. Just swapped your stuff, mate. The elderly gnome, so portly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in the corner of the basement shaking, marauded as bandit scavengers. Are you the shop owner? The gnome seems to be settled slightly. My name's Philemon Fuliatras. I was the owner of this shop. I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. Your shop's fine. It's a bit ransacked, maybe. Nothing but a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Where were you the night of the robbery? Do you think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The watch were very keen to get their hands on those thieflings. They seemed to be multiplying all over Galarian. Of course, I did everything they said. I've been stuck in the basement since then. The golem wouldn't move away from the door, no matter how much I yelled at it. Then I thought it was all to the good. Somebody came by after the guards and caused the ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Is that after the guards told you to vacate? Tell me about the tieflings that visited Ancient Trees and Wonders recently. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the City Guard or the Eagle Watch. Chief, if he keeps digging his heels in, just say the word, I know how to loosen his tongue. +7, +7. Not going to do that. Woljif tried to persuade him. Persuade him how? I ain't even going to try. I'm just going to let him have a little chat. Woljif erupts in blue flame, and the shadow of a winged demon with claws grows behind him. With the devourer demon from the depths of the abyss. Philemon recalls Antello, Teva, covering his head with his hands. I'll tell you everything. Yes, I really did kick that pop. I didn't know I'd go flying halfway across the yard. Pop? What pop? Tieflings. Tell us about the tieflings. Tell me about Woljif. Woljif Jefter, right? Yes, I've known him for a long time. I'd rather not know him until he's just standing there. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the moon in the abyss. I chase him out, but he's just slinking back in again. He was with the gang that run my shop. About anything he swept the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who got the moon. I want to see it return to you. Too, you get me? I don't like the idea of other people scrubbing mitts on it. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. The red-haired tiefling. I suppose, yes, there was one who came in. Spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes. But he asked me to show him an Aselmar made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. Didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is wrapped in a green cloak, like he was freezing. But that's all I have. That's it. With that description, we shall surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief, back to Sister Charisma. We'll have a good long shift here, all my brothers, and put these clues together. Something tells me that our traitor isn't going to wriggle out of this one. Tell me about the tiefling woman. Tiefling woman? Ah, yes, I remember now. A noble lady, unlike the tiefling ruffians we have around here. She purchased magical equipment for the crusade. She's supposed to come again. If only all tieflings like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Okay. If that isn't enough to help catch the thieves, then I don't know what else to tell you. I'll be on your way and leave you to peace, back at my shop. Right. So green cloak, long horns, red hair. Middle-aged. Stole everything in your shop. Bye. It's a great quote. So he's the traitor. Hey Woljif, how much did they pay you? Alas, Brother Woljif has revealed his true face for the traitor. Pack your bags, Brother Woljif. I'll send you to the farm. Charisma drums in fingers nervously on the handle of a blade. Well, you're going to tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon they abyss that they stole. Don't need anything else. Take a good look at the suspects. The tieflings are tense and ready to reach for the weapons. The only redheads are Melvoon and Doffy. The dark-skinned tieflings are Varna, Doffy and Melvoon. Doffy, Melvoon and Tevi have straight horns, but Tevi is female. Only Varna and Melvoon have green cloaks. It's Melvoon. Ready to give a name. It's Melvoon. You pay for this, Voltiel, and Hepsamira will get you in the end. Hepsamira? Okay, it's Demon Lord. I guess that was right. Grab him. Take him away for questioning. "30 minutes. Charisma looks weary, but her early tensions clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon in the abyss. The best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem, betrayed us to Erebeth so he could swipe the amulet and get in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked and he'd slink off to meet up with his customer. You got the moon in the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second." It said when he got to the window display the moon was gone. Blind, of course. He had time to hand off the moon to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are you going to do now? Clear out of this place. The sooner the better. The city's dying. I don't want to die with it. This city would have already died if not for people like you who stood up to defend it with the weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. But we've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you now? What are you going to do with the traitor? Kesmine nonchalantly picks the nails at her nails with a knife tip. He'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on their farm. Think about what he did. Any more questions? Have to go. Good decision. I don't plan to hang around either. Kesmine turns to leave. Woljif nervously bites his lip. His cheeks are flushed. His tail is swishing through the air. You forgot something, sister. What now? We have to be alive. An apology. You promised to apologise to me loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? That. Kesmine shrugs indifferently. So, sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time, it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Woljif. It's the most pathetic apology I've ever heard. Oh, nice one. Order 20. Charisma's eyes harden, but then she sighs. All right, fine, I'm sorry, Woljif. It's part of good terms. I'm not going to do that. Say nothing. Woljif watches her go, his tail relaxing. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief, when you've got a spare moment, come see me. Something I want to discuss with you, but for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the building above is ready to crash down on our heads. Do you think Kesmine would forget to lock a vault with a pile of money in it? This should be so lucky. When I clear the cobwebs out of them pockets of yours, you're going to have to try a bit harder.
What's that? Might be trap, might be treasure.
I hope you appreciate this.
There was something here, was there? Okay. Bit of crap. Bit of crap, it's just a jade. Thiefling's account book. Balance 2,500. Doffy? Alchemical tools and reagents 185. Dalna. Violin antique. Needs appraisal 10 gold taken out. Woljif. Magic scrolls 420. Tavy. Working the square 15 gold. Note. I bet the swindler got 5 times the amount and pocketed the difference. You need to give that rogue a good scare next time. Charisma. 80 gold taken out. Informers, contacts, other expenses. Doffy, working the market, 25 gold. Malroon, 70 gold taken out for tool replacement. Davy, spices, 370. Creamer, magic rings, 250. Gort, hardbound books, 180. Appraiser, the violin is worth 5 gold. Note, do not send Dalna on a job by herself. Or beer. Charisma, 400 taken out. Informers, contacts, other expenses. Charisma, 1,000 gold taken out. Balance 2390. Here the handwriting changes drastically. The letters are now small, scrawly, and hectic. Balance 2390. There's only 1500 in the chest. Some shithead got their hands on my treasury. Bet my horns it's Woljif, that rotten mug. Next time I see that bloody swine, he's going to the farm. Nothing. Maybe if you came here before, there would have been money in here. That's fine. Some loot here. Lockpicker's kit. Where are we? Am I just blind? Could be. There we go. Yeah. I don't know whether it gets used up or whether it just sits there and is passive.
We do it my way.
Okay, so that's that done. How much have I been recording? 47 minutes. So that's done, that's done. Royal Family Secrets, Spies, a Restaurant, The Burning City, Blackwing Library, Common Cause, Day of Execution at Cold Waters. That's much later though. Right. So what to do next? I don't know. Talk to Woljif, I guess. Maybe. Didn't pick up anything else, did I? No. Whenever they intimidated her, we could have got better. Where's the... Nope. Not safes coming just for some... It could be really good gear and money, but... Didn't go for it. Let's talk to Woljif. Maybe that intimidate would have got some more. But 22 seemed very high. What can we sell? Yeah. Let's go and talk to Woljif back here.
Look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
Woljif comes closer and looks around quickly to make sure no one is eavesdropping. He makes a subtle gesture. An amulet on a chain appears in his hand. A silver amulet in the shape of a waning moon with a dark crystal in the middle. The moon of the abyss. Maybe he kept it in his prison pocket. So did you betray the thieflings?
That cuts cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that.
Nice, you didn't betray them.
Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
Did you really have the amulet the whole time?
Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
You've been searched by guards. How do you manage to hide the amulet?
Thieves have their ways.
Why didn't you give the amulet to Charisma straight away?
What? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabras and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Erebeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the thieflings. And they never appreciated me anyway.
Why did you steal it? You wouldn't be able to sell it anyway.
Why, she asks. It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisma had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garand. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
Your business, not mine.
Allies, friends, it's all a load of crap. Life brings us together, forces us to make plans, do whatever it is we do, but it's a safe bet that this ain't forever. I might be a traitor, but the others, are they any better than me? Melround had a good reputation in the family. He was trusted, and you see what happened. If you abide by the law, anyone can rob you. So you need to break the law first when no one expects it, and run before you go soft and get too attached. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief. I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Okay. Show me what you can get. Oof, dear me. +1 AC. Scrolls of Grease, useful. 1 minute per level. That's a level 1. Okay. Sawtooth sabers, they're new, aren't they? Newish, anyway. Explosion of rot. Creatures take d6 of damage per caster level. Stagger for D.Va at 4 rounds. That's not too bad, that. Kind of general caster or catch-all, but especially good against plants. And I seem to remember some bloody mandrakes later on in the game. Or not too far away, actually. Being utter bastards. Okay.
Follow if you dare.
Right, next. I guess we're I can't zoom out. Back to the city next episode then. We'll see you then. Bye for now.